Hey YouTube, so we're back here again with my tournament report for Nationals. I know the event is about 3 weeks ago, so the deck profile is overdue. So I understand you guys don't want to watch this video. We played Pure BA over PKBA because we felt that Pure BA made BHS more often and more consistent than PKBA. Sometimes PKBA can have these really awkward hands, and we felt like consistency was key for a 12-round event like Nationals. I've been playing deck for a while now, ever since BHS came out, so about 3 months I think. And we ran like almost every build. We ran like the Kaiju build, the anti-spell fragrance build, and the pure the build we're running right now. And we felt like the pure build was like the strongest build. It was the most consistent. It did the same thing all the time, and when you're able to do the same thing all the time, you're not misplaying. And yeah, it's very straightforward. I know the deck list is really old, but I feel like the deck can still be played with the build I'm running right now, unless the list drops tomorrow like what happened last time. But I feel like the deck's still really good, and yeah, this will be an in-depth deck profile like always. I'll show off the cards real fast, and then I'll explain each card after. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Hope you guys enjoy. Alright, for the monsters we have one Terror Guide, the Terratop Engine, 3 Rhinos because it's pure, 2 Stairs, 1 Graft, 3 Skarms, the good ones, 2 Farfa, 2 Alec, 2 Livic, 1 Calcab, 1 Barbar, 1 Rubik, 2 Maxis, 3 Veilers, and a BLS. That's 29 monsters. For the spells we have 1 Regeki, 1 Dark Hole, 2 Allured Arcanesses, 1 Foolish Burial, and 3 Twin Twisters. That's it for the spells, that's 8. And for the traps we have 3, it's a triple Karma Cut. For the side deck we have the 3rd Maxi, 2 Ghost Reapers, 2 Vanity's Fiend, double MST, triple Anti-Spell Fragrance, triple Crush Card Virus, and these were 2 Drowning Mirror Forces. For the extra, we have a triple Dante, triple Beatrice, 2 Pilgrims, 1 Virgil, 1 Grand Pulse, 1 Acid Golem, 1 Nightmare Shark, and Giga Brilliant Corbage combo, and F-Zero. So we're gonna go through the monsters real fast. Tour Guide is self-explanatory. The Terratop Engine, self-explanatory as well. Yeah, you have to run this. The 3 Rhinos, because you're playing pure, you have to run Rhinos. This is like so broken. This is probably the reason why we didn't play PKBA. This is like running more foolishness. This next to a Beatrice makes you extend, where on PKBA you can't do that. So in some matches you have them on Vanity's Fiend lock, like Pepe and stuff. So they usually can't run this over, right? But they can keep setting 1 card until they draw the Regeki. So you would have to keep killing the 1 monster. But if you have this and Vanity's Fiend, you can at least kill the monster and then attack 14. And now you get some BAs, and then next to the Rhino, and then attack more stuff. So that's why Rhino's really good. And Vanity's broken as hell. So for the BAs, you run the 2 Sir, the 1 Graph, and the 3 Skarms, the good ones, I guess you say. It's mandatory. Alright, the next BAs we have is the 2 Farfas and 2 Alex. Usually people play 3 and 1. The reason why we play 2 and 2 is because the third one, we felt like third one can be reused with Sirs and get it back with Dante's. So we didn't really feel like we need a third one. I mean, it's really nice to have third one sometimes because you mill like one of them off of the top, and you'll have 1 left in deck for BHS combo. But yeah, I feel like we feel like 2 and 2 is better control, and that's what we're kind of going for. And yeah, and sometimes the Alec is better than the Farfa because sometimes they think you're only running 1. So like let's say you used 1 already to make the Beatrice, you still have 1 more in deck to send off of the Beatrice for the Squire. And I know I got some people like that. I'll search Skarm. I'll search for Skarm Alec on purposely, so they think that I only have 1 in my whole deck, and they'll summon the White Squire. I think it's gonna go through, but I dump the Alec and it just ends their turn. And sometimes this is also better because against Monarch players, because then when you have the Alec under the Beatrice, like they can Stormforth this, but then they will not get the Ether effect or the Erebus effect because the Alec will come Chain Link 2 and negate the big Monarch. So sometimes this is better than having a Farfa under the Beatrice. Next we have the 2 Livics. So people most likely only run 1 Livic over 2. The reason why it's good is because you can send 1 off Beatrice during your turn, and then send 1 more during your turn to summon a BA, and then you still go off under Beatrice. Also at the event, everyone was running Veiler, so we felt like our tour guide was always going to get Veiler, and that'll end our turn, right? But we have Beatrice, and most likely than not, that your 1 Livix can get milled off of the top, or it's going to end up in your opening hand, so you're going to have to use it for the Beatrice. So it's good to have just 1 more in deck, just in case you need it. And then for the 1-ups, is the 1 Calcab, 1 Barbar, 1 Rubik. It's pretty standard. For the longest time, we were running 2 Rubiks because of Witcher Cherries. Everyone was running Winter Cherries, and then our Dantes would get banished, so you needed 2 Rubiks to make the Virgil to kind of try to win the game. but we saw that Winter Cherries wasn't really getting sided because Monarchs was considered the best deck. So we cut this down back to 1, and also we needed more room in our extra deck, so we cut the Virgil to 1 as well. So for the hand traps, we run 2 Maxis and 2 Veilers. For the longest time, until probably until the week of the event, we were running 3 Maxis and 2 Veilers. But then what happened was we saw that this is like complete ass against Monarchs and Pendulums. But this is pretty good still. Against Pendulum is like okay, but this is complete ass against both matchups. This is only good against the mirror, and we felt like the PK was gonna, we felt like BA wasn't gonna be prominent anymore because it won the last 2 events. So we cut this down to 2. I don't regret this choice. You can cut the second Livic to make the 3rd Maxi if you want, but I felt like this is fine. And the last monster was a BLS. This card is broken as hell. Every time we summoned this card, we actually won. They can't stop BLS. If you play against Monarch players, right? You say attempted to enter battle phase, they most likely Stoneforth Ether you, and then oh, okay, you summon this, and then okay, you kill their monster, and that's you have game, you know. Or like it's really easy to get game with this as well. Like you can banish Beatrice's and Dante's when you're playing in the mirror, and yeah, it's just another win condition. I say it's like kind of Dark Dragon back in Shaddolls format. Pure BA needed another power card besides you have your tour guide, you have your opening play, and then that's pretty much it. After that, you don't really have anything. Before we're playing the Crane as well, but we cut it for this card. So this is like another power play for the deck to have. So the spells, everything's pretty self-explanatory. We're getting Dark Hole. We're running a 3rd Dark Hole for Monarchs, but we feel like this is enough. We don't want to kind of break our hands too much because then we know that Monarchs wasn't like everywhere, but it was kind of still prominent where you needed both. This also adds to the OTK factor, so yeah, pretty good. Next to 2 Allure Darknesses. We felt like we needed to dig into our cards. That's why we're kind of running like extra Libics and stuff because you're going to be banishing it for the Allure Darkness, and also this helps the deck. This helps you dig in for your side deck cards as well when you go for game 2 and game 3. It can help you dig into your Crush Card Virus and anti-spells and all the other stuff. Foolish Burial and Triple Twin Twisters, pretty self-explanatory. We felt like this is still pretty good even though like traps weren't that heavy, but Demise decks are played a lot, so I think it's still a really good card. That's it for the spells. And lastly, we have 3 Karma Cuts. This is kind of last minute throw in. We had 3 breakthrough skills instead of this, but we felt like BA in the BA mirror match, like it's kind of hard to win unless you have this. Like you need to hit this with to get rid of the Beatrices, and then this is a good card against Monarchs as well. Like you can hit your Erebus's, and then all of them get banished. And same thing with Ether, you hit all the Ether, so you actually play on your turn after that. So yeah, we thought that was a really good card. I really liked it. Like every time I resolved this, I kind of won. So yeah, that was really good. For the side deck, we have the 1 Maxi and the 2 Ghost Troopers for hand traps. This could have been in the main, but we felt like I said before, Monarchs was really heavy. So yeah, if you really want to play this in the main, cut the Livic or cut the Veiler, put this in. The Ghost Troopers, this is kind of weird. It should have been like everyone plays 3, right? But like I don't know. Jonathan came up with this idea. Let's just run 2. Like it's a win condition against the mirror match. But why not 3? I don't know. Ask him. I really don't like this card because if you don't draw opening hand, it's kind of like really bad. But you know, Jonathan made the deck, so I don't know. I have nothing to say besides that. So that's it for the hand traps. For the other monsters is the 2 Vanity's Fiend. Before the 3rd Ghost Reaper was a Vanity's Fiend, but this thing gets Veiler. This thing gets Fog Bladed, so we can only play it in the Pepe matchup and the Cosmo matchup, which is still pretty good. The only out for Cosmos is the Cosmojo, and only out for Pepe is having a monster set and then curing it. So yeah, that's pretty much it. It can get Kaijutsu is really good. I kind of wish I played a 3rd just to see it more often, but you know, it did its job. It won me like a lot of free games because like Pepe couldn't do anything and BA couldn't do anything. So yeah, it's still good. And the next we have is the 2 MSTs. Coming to the event, we knew that Demise was going to be like super hot, and we want to have as many clear removal as possible. Like you could play 2 full houses instead of this, but we felt like, oh, this is just clean removal. It's also clean removal for Domain Monarchs, and it's just good overall. Like it can hit just a scout. You don't need to set up for it. You can just use it right away. So we thought it was really good. Traps, we have the triple anti-spell fragrance. Like this is like our only side against for Pepe. Like we felt like game 1 we can win without it. You can main these, but coming to the event now, I'll probably main these now because Pepe's everywhere. But coming to the event, we didn't think Pendulum was going to be that hot, so siding it was good. I actually didn't really resolve this. But yeah, I think it's in theory it's good, right? Against Monarch is pretty good too. I mean, it makes you have the 3 crush card viruses, and the reason behind this is that you can crush card a handful of Monarchs and you'll win the game because they most likely don't have food for the big black guy. I don't know what they're called, Erebus I think. Also, it's really good against pendulums as well, like magician pendulums. Like flip this over and it's pretty much over. Their whole hand's like blown up, and they all go to the grave because they're not on the field yet. And I usually cut the 3 karma cuts for these because in the magician matchup it's kind of really bad. So yeah, but sometimes karma cut it's kind of better, but you know these cards like kind of blow out. And then lastly is the 2 Drowning Mirror Forces, not strikes, Drowning Mirror Force. The reason why we're playing Drowning Mirror Force is because against the Magic Spectre Pendulum deck, we had like no out against that deck because then we can't target them, we can't Baylor them, they don't die from Dark Holes and stuff. So once they start setting up a cure and like Mbuku and stuff, the only out is like a Drowning Mirror Force. So like we could have sided strikes over the Drowning Mirror Force, but we thought that it had a field setup, they're not gonna Pendulum again. So you have to Drowning them to put them all back in the deck so we can actually try to win that game. For the extra, it's pretty standard. There's 3 Dante, 3 Beatrices, 2 big Dantes, and 1 Virgil. The reason why we run 2 is because we have Ruben as well. It's good against the Monarch matchup and the Column matchup. You can start pitching stuff and they can't destroy this, and you can draw into your outs. And I did this one cool play where I put Giga Brilliant next to this, so it became 31, and they can't really run it over in Cosmos. And yeah, since Monarchs is like probably a hard matchup, it's 28. You can crash their to the Monarchs, and then you can discard a card in the hand, so it's pretty cool. Virgil is really good against the Mize decks and back row decks because you can just start spinning stuff on top of having stuff, so it's really good. Next is the other rank 3s is Grand Pulse for Game. I always summon this guy. This guy's like beast as hell, 2800 defense. Really good card. I think it's really underrated too. Acid Golem for Game sometimes. You need the 3000 to get over Monarchs. And Nightmare Strike for Game. Giga Brilliant Corbage for Game. This is really good as well because you can make 2 materials. Sometimes like none of these cards you can detach, right? Because if you detach with Nightmare Shark, you can't tackle all your monsters, and then sometimes it's not strong enough to go for Game. So this is really good because you can make like put a Farfa under it, and then you put the Corbage on it, and everything falls off, and the Farfa activates, and then you can spin like a Prime back, or you can spin a Beatrice back, usually Beatrice or Dante's, and then on top of that, now you have a life food, so you can use it for BLS food. So I did this combo a lot where I did Corbage and Giga Brilliant and made BLS with it. It's really good. And last is F-Zero, Self-Explanatory. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's my deck profile. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know down below if you have any questions. I'll answer all of them. The deck's very straightforward. Only 1 or 2 things are different than a standard list. Hopefully the ban list doesn't drop tomorrow, so you can still play the deck and have a little bit of fun before it comes out. And yeah, I think the deck's still really strong, and hope you guys enjoy. Have a good day, and I'll see you next time, YouTube. Bye.